Ugh. It's been a while since we did one of these. This is end journey, continue journey, begin journey, book of secrets which we don't have access to, game settings which are already here. Max. And I'm pretty sure that we can't really check anything here. So maximum to all this stuff. All right, everybody. So this is one of my last commission games. Some of you may recall that Club Dread as well as Shannara were picked after the Journeyman Project Part 2, as well as the Journeyman Project 3 during the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run. However, unfortunately, with both Shannara and Club Dread, they're weird DOS multimedia games that have not been very nice to my current OBS setup. So I'll probably have to play them off stream and then do little special blogs for them when time comes. Now, for this, The Longest Journey, we're actually going to play a game that I am incredibly familiar with. In fact, I have previously said, and even stated verbatim, that I think this is one of the greatest post-Myst adventure games ever made. Longest Journey is kind of an interesting story looking back on it. So this came from Funcom, a video game company that has, well, let's just say had some ups and downs in terms of their relevance. So when they first kind of came onto the scene, The Longest Journey... Oh, wow, that is super loud. But don't worry, when we get into the official game, we'll have the volume all figured out. I can actually go to the settings and just... Let's bring music down. But anyways, so Funcom is a Norwegian developer. They're known for basically two major things. One is the Longest Journey franchise. And then also they are the developer that traditionally made video games set in the Conan the Barbarian franchise. Age of Conan and now currently Conan Exiles are their biggest sources of developmental attention. They also made a video game called Anarchy Online, which was very popular back in the day. But before they really became Conan Exiles is the lifeblood for this entire developer, the Longest Journey franchise was the biggest thing that they were working on. And it was critically acclaimed for the first game. The second game was well-liked by people who appreciated or basically liked this universe. And then they made an MMO. The team here made an MMO led by Ragnar Thornquist, who is the producer for many of these games. The Secret World. And they didn't really do anything for a while other than that MMO. Dreamfall Chapters, the third and final part of the Dreamfall universe, had to be supported by Kickstarter. I believe that Deep Silver owns Funcom, but I could be wrong about that, and people can feel free to correct me about that. But anyway, so Dreamfall: The Longest Journey. Probably one of the turn-of-the-century, late 90s adventure game post-Myst likes that deserves the most credit for leading to what represented modern post-Myst adventure games, which is very daring, very ambitious stories, and very long multi-chapter structures. The Longest Journey is long. Point-and-click adventure games generally top out at the 10 to 12-hour mark, but The Longest Journey is going to go well above that. And at the time, it was, let's just say it, a technical and storytelling achievement. But we'll talk more about that when we get into it. So we're going to start and begin the journey. Now, I can't do anything to really fix this weird letterboxing, the black borders that you see on the edge here, because this game plays at, I think, 3x2, and there's nothing I can do to fix that. So we're going to pick Begin Journey. Oh yeah, this font. So for today, we're just going to do the prologue as well as the first chapter.
So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please,
I like
we
how
would
you have
love to
the
hear one of your
cursor
stories.
here.
You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
No matter what.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance, and that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Important to note that The Longest Journey is fully 3D, fully rendered, not FMV. And at the time, that was a big deal. No static images that have been painted over. This game was cutting edge, and there's a reason why I need to emphasize that when we actually get into it, because, oh boy, it's going to be rough going back to this one. I still think that the world building of The Longest Journey is very good, if a little bit, just a little bit, up its own ass. It's Mr. Manhattan. Look at his doink. There's something very Jim Henson-esque about this video game and its story. And I'm specifically talking about, like, the Dark Crystal and that style of fantasy. Ah, yes, it's a Ragnar Thornquist game. We must have a female character in their bra and panties walking
Don't
around.
tell me I'm dreaming again. You know, for once, just once,
This will be something
it would
that
be
we
nice
see
to have a
almost
decent
every
night's
single
sleep
time we
without
play a
waking
Ragnar
up screaming from a
Thornquist
bad
video
dream
game.
at 4 a.m.
Okay, so we have our options here. I'm still gonna say we need to bring down the music and the sound effects. Anyways, yeah, it is a well-known fact that for whatever reason, that when depicting female characters in dream sequences, Ragnar Thornquist always depicts them in their underwear.
Postcard pretty. It's a pristine and picture-perfect dawn.
Now, this kind of leads us to, how do you play Dreamfall: The Longest Journey? It's a point-and-click adventure game. So, Dreamfall: The Longest Journey is a mouse-dependent, non-parser adventure game, meaning that everything that we do is contingent on our mouse clicks.
There's a storm heading this way. Even the weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed.
Now, what we can do with the mouse clicks is dependent on what we see here. If we see a dark blue arrow framed with a stone, that means we can walk to it. So this is dark blue. And if we double click, we can run. Single click means that we can just walk there.
Real life never looked this good.
If we go to the edges of environments, that's how we exit. And then if we wanted to leave a level, it would turn red from this dark blue right here. If we see a blue arrow with an eye, this will just provide a comment. It will not have any interface implications. And if we have the broken arrow with nothing on it, which I can't seem to show you right now, you'll see it.
Real life never looked this good.
That basically means that we cannot do an action or we are in the middle of an animation. So, for example, I can't. Okay, let's go ahead.
What's
so
happening?
Like this. So again, 2D backgrounds, matte paintings, if this was a
perfect.
movie, with 3D rendered
I guess if I don't do
characters
something to
moving
save that
around.
egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
So we'll just go ahead. All right, and so right here, as you can see, light blue arrow means that we will be able to inspect it. So to the edge of the cliff means that we can go to a different environment. So as you can see, we're moving from one level to the other. Okay, we can see this old tree.
I'm an artist, not a botanist.
I know what that tree
but
does.
I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Or close to it.
And so anyways, that's basically it. Rather than having to interact with a text parser, everything's going to be dependent on how we click around this game. Let's look at this nest. You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm forgetting how to play this game.
I'm an artist, not a botanist. But I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Or close to it. I'm an artist, not a botanist. But I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Or close to it. Something happened to this rock quite
I
recently.
know what I need to do here.
And it
I
probably
need to
altered
take
the course
a
of the
scale
stream.
from that nest,
Hey,
and
maybe
combine it
that's
with the
why the tree's
twig.
dying.
and then we have to listen to the tree complain. How do I bring up the old interface? Ah, right. So that's the interface. Ah, okay. Hand, use.
This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before.
Okay. Okay, now the
I'll keep it as
inventory
a
is open
souvenir.
up on the upper bar right here. How did I do that? Ah,
It's as dry as a bone. It'd probably snap right off in a second.
it's just one click rather than two. Okay. Always forget that.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
So right now we're in the
We are
prologue
the
as
voice
the
of all trees,
intro credits
the
say.
spirit of wood and leaf.
You're
This game has
talking
13 distinct chapters,
tree?
some much longer than others.
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue.
We'll probably top
tongue
off
of
at the end of
trees
chapter
is the
1
language
because
of
chapter 2
wood,
has the rubber
root,
ducky puzzle,
and leaf.
and I just am not emotionally and
Who are
mentally
you, then?
prepared for that.
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of you.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
Okay, let's get some basic world building
What
for
happened to
now.
the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged,
Battle?
between the Mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle
Mother
shook the
versus
mountain.
Chaos.
The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
What's the deal with
So
the egg?
this is a very common
Egg.
thing that
What
we will
egg?
see
Oh, of
throughout
course,
this,
the child.
where
Whenever
the
the
game
mother
will
was
throw us
absent,
a
we were entrusted
character,
with the safety of the child.
and we need to exhaust
But
all of
now,
our dialogue
withered
options
and
before we
without
move on
strength, we
next.
can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to Earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to Earth is about to begin.
Boy, this
Leave us
font
now.
has not aged well
What
on
about the
modern
egg?
monitors. On old school CRTs, it was a little bit better, but this
Without
pseudo
sustenance, we do
cursive
not have
stuff
the
just
strength to
is
bring it safely home.
not my
We have
jam.
failed, and the Earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
Lose the attitude, okay? Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
Let's go to the stream. So,
According to
again,
the
let's look at this stream.
spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream. According to the spirit, there was some kind of battle that split. I think I just made a funnel.
Okay.
Cool. I'm so
That's
proud of
basically
myself.
how you use inventory items. You click one by clicking it and then selecting hand or use, and then just immediately click it with another thing. You can see that we can use this new combined item on the Babbling Brook to create a funnel to the tree.
This should do the trick.
I remember being a young child and these cutscenes blowing my mind.
Neat. My arts and crafts teacher would be so very proud of me.
Okay, let's talk to the old tree.
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet, definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. Puzzle solved. Let's say 1 out of 2? 1 out of 10?
What? What was that? Uh-oh.
Oh shit, it's a dragon.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting. Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I
This
can.
this
But in
voice
the
acting
end,
is
You are
okay
on your own.
for like a 1999, early 2000s
You
joint.
always were, my child, my daughter.
This is probably not a good thing.
Chaos.
What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
Oh, you guys are impacted by global warming too?
Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was gonna spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Okay, we've got a cash card. Coolio. Let's go ahead. Let's take this.
I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing.
Okay. Pick up.
That's my desk, so theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best. I'm part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set.
Pick up the diary. I know I need to pick up the diary.
That's my work.
Damn it.
It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher,
Is there something
but I think he might disagree.
Okay. I know. The diary. There we go.
My on again, off again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I.
Man.
Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
I have no idea why clicking stuff is so hard. I forget if this is the plant we need to pick the leaf to get the
I'm not good
secret
at taking
stuff,
care of living things,
or if
but this
it's
plant's doing just
something
fine despite
else.
months of neglect.
Okay, let's open the closet. Open the closet. Take the monkey toy.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it? It's real wood.
Let's go to the window. Go to the window. Please use the window. Look out the window. Look out the window. Oh, you can do this, April.
I feel like someone's staring at me.
I know. Oh, what is going on here? This is weird. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ah, yeah, we'll come back here. Quick tip. Before Chapter 2, look through the window and release the clothesline. Come on. There we go. We'll come back here later. We'll deal with that when we need to.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Okay. Oh, this fucking
Hey, babe.
dude.
Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
I don't really have time to hang around.
Then how about hanging out with me tonight? A few raptures, some hot dancing. Did I tell you I got a VIP pass to the pavilion? Those things are hard to come by, babe.
Let me think about it.
So think about it, babe. But don't keep thinking too long or I'll be gone. There are other birds in the sea, you know? Gotta go.
Alright, well, that's just...
What an
what
asshole.
an asshole. Yep, that's great. Maybe I'm just clicking in the wrong spot because that seemed like it was really easy to fucking get to. Alright, I'll explain what we need that leaf for. There's an Easter egg if we use this leaf in a part of Chapter 4? Or is it 3 or... 4. It's before you go on the pirate ship. Always double-click to run. Ah, Fiona, a character who they completely fuck up in Dreamfall. God, there are so many great characters in this game that just get absolutely shafted in Dreamfall and even in the Kickstarter game. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the corkboard. We want to pick up a pink note.
I can't tell what that note's
Yeah, I'm
saying
just
as long
clicking
as
the
it's
wrong
up there.
spot.
Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
Yep, there we go. We got the note.
Found a gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours, let me know. But no false claims, please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask Fiona about it.
You can also, come on. Let's read the diary.
I I've been keeping a diary intermittently since I was 5 years old. Not the same one, of course. I started this one, I think, April. It's my diary. Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
Forget if we can actually
It's my
read
diary.
the diary. Okay, let's exit.
I'm sorry, but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day. Look, it's
Thank you.
Monkey
God
Boy.
bless you, April. Alright, let's leave here. Let's talk to Fiona. Actually, where do I click on this? And then we use the
I saw this
item
note
on
on the
her.
corkboard. I think the ring might belong to me.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but could you describe the ring?
Sure thing. It says Sweet 16. My dad gave it to me. I think it was the only birthday of mine he remembered, or at least acknowledged.
Yes, that's the one. I found it under the sofa when I was vacuuming. Here you are, darling.
Thanks. It's not worth much, but it's got a certain sentimental value for me.
It's a very pretty ring.
Yeah, it is. My dad never gave me anything pretty before
Now
or
let's talk
since.
to Fiona.
He must have won a poker game or something that day. You know what's strange? I don't hate him. He's a bastard and he treated me like crap almost every single day of my life. But I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know
This
how
is
to
a
love.
lot for
He
her
won't
to
love
just
anybody
spill
or
out in the
anything,
fucking
and because he'll
opening
be
chapter
miserable
of this
every
game.
second of every minute of every day until the day he dies. God, I'm glad that life is behind me. I hope I never have to see him again. No, that doesn't sound right. I've made a choice not to see him again. Ever.
Hey, Fiona. Sofa. I thought that said Fiona.
They really knew how to design tacky furniture back in the late 22nd century. Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently, but she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know,
So we need to
darling.
keep talking to her
Don't
until
tell her I
she
said
starts
so.
talking about like
I've
the
never
toilet.
seen
I
her
think.
so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Oh, yes, the school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Okay.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course, although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
Oh, boy.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps.
I don't
and
hate
so
this
pretty.
story. I don't
prey
hate
on
this
her, you know,
dialogue. But
bastards.
man, I forgot
I've tried
how
to
much
talk to her
there
about
is.
it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling.
They
but
really
I'm sure
just
she'll be all right.
lay it on
She's
you
smart and
thick.
resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Oh, god damn it. I just...
Where did you find my ring?
Under the sofa, darling. It must have slipped off your finger while you were watching a movie or something.
That's strange, because I've been keeping it in a box in my room. I rarely ever wear it, and I've never carried it around in my pocket. Tell me about Emma.
Emma?
Okay.
Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
Like me and Mickey, then? Except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for, Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Emma's always been a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
What did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in
We've
May,
got
wasn't
some
it? Charlie
pretty-
referred you to me, and
Fiona,
you were quite
cut
at
the
a
bullshit.
loss.
Tell me of the
First
plumbing
day in the
problems.
city, wasn't
God, I
it?
forgot how.
I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Yep.
Puppy? Me?
You can't
When I
even...
saw you logging...
Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Can you tell me something about the border
house?
house?
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
Ah.
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the
I'm
Lazy
like
Cock.
minutes away from doing
So why
something
come
that
here
is
to the big
complete
city?
sacrilege.
To America?
We wanted to create
is
a place with a
speeding
similar
through the dialogue
atmosphere
just
and
to get the shit
hospitality
that I
here in
need.
Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home,
And then
if
moving
only for
on
a short while.
looked at different parts.
So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory, but when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council, and after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room, and, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
Oh,
That's
Fiona.
very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
Thanks for the information.
I'm
Good
glad
for
I
you
could help
playing
you
a
out,
good game.
darling.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient, and it's got an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Uh-huh. What do you know
What
about
can you tell me about
Venice?
Venice?
What do you know
I
about
don't
Venice?
really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this
God
whole
damn it.
neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students and the homeless. And it's a nice place to live, certainly.
A city
Friendly
taking
people,
the time to
liberal
create
attitudes,
affordable
great
housing
clothing
for
stores, quite perfect. Aside
its
from that dreadful
population?
stench from the
Say
canals in
what?
the summertime.
Do you like Newport?
The city?
I
stay in Venice most of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket.
I'm
going
gonna
to
stop complaining about how long the dialogue is
But
in
do
a
I
little
like
bit
it?
because
I think
this is
Newport
chapter
is one of the
1, where
great
this is gonna be
cities
the
of our
heaviest.
age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
I haven't decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
What's up with Zach Lee?
Damn it.
Zach? I think
Tell me
we
about
both
Flum.
feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
Tell me some more about the border
Help.
house.
What precisely do you want to know?
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
So I've used all of that.
Anything else you
Fuck
can tell me
this.
about Emma?
She ought to be a little more
Tell me about
careful
the toilets.
sometimes. She's a flirt. And although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
What if
I have told her. She won't listen.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here, next to you and Charlie. She's my favourite tenant.
the dialogue.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? It's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman.
Oh,
I
that's
found her
right.
sweet
They're
and charming
lesbians.
and intriguing.
Ah, I forgot.
When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure, but she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
You never get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
I'd better get going.
Oh, God.
Off to
please tell
school.
me that I...
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
I don't know why her torso is busted. Don't ask me. Pick up the matchbooks. Oh, I should have just... Alright, Save our game. We click up... That's right. This save system uses pictures. I forgot about this. Boy, howdy. That's...
The omnipresent screen. I don't pretend to know how it works, but all the data apparently passes through tiny little black holes in the fabric of our dimension. You know? It really freaks me out when I think about it.
Let's go outside. Let's go outside and do a puzzle.
What a mystifying contraption, and completely absurd. What are all these valves and wheels and thingamajigs for? What grand purpose does it all serve? I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure? cable's been ripped in two.
Alright, let's go ahead and use the ring. Use the ring, please. Get it.
I hope it doesn't melt or anything. It's alive!
Okay, let's save the game, because this is gonna get weird. Oh, wait, no, yes. Yep. Oh, hey. That's some graphical weirdness. Alright, so now, if I seem to recall this correctly, and I'm going by memory here, we gotta play around with this shit. Okay, right and left screw to align these, I think? So basically, if I recall correctly, we have to, like, play around with the light screw and the left screw. And it's inverted, so this is left for you and me, and this is right, but they are reversed. All of these lines need to be horizontal. This is a valve, this is the water tank, this is the clamp, this is the wheel. Alright, so I think we have to, like, let's try clicking this. Okay. Uh-huh. Ah, I see. Damn it. Uh-huh. Oh. Let's load our save up. I fucked this up pretty bad, huh? Okay. Let's try this again. Huh? Let's load that again. Okay. Yes, I want to load that. So, this is the left handle. This is the left screw. This is the right screw. This pauses at least one position. One, two. Okay. That's fine. This is like a sliding block puzzle, but not. Okay. Oh, wait, yeah, we saved this one and then we just turned them. Okay, got it. Got it. Yes! There we go. Now we have to use the other things. So we have to use, like, the gas knob here. Use that. Now I think we can... turn the knob here. Where do I click to turn the wheel? There we go. I clicked it on the right spot. Now we get the clamps. Take the clamps. Hooray.
I'm not
this.
leaving my gold ring. Somebody's going to have to replace that cable eventually.
Hooray! We solved the first true puzzle of the game. Woo! We also got rid of all of the raw sewage that's been backing up in the toilets of our apartment. Give me a Nobel Peace Prize, because I just solved problems. We got another talking bit here. Oh, God. Okay. No. Run. Run. We have Cortez. Fuck, that's right, Cortez. Talk to Cortez. Talk to Cortez.
Oye, señorita.
Yes?
How are you this morning, señorita bonita?
Busy.
I see. Everyone's busy today. You have a big show coming up soon, yes?
That's right. Gotta run. I'll see you around.
Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell me, Senorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Cold and rainy like yours.
Está bien. We are alike, you and I. But this heat is not why you are unhappy, no? You are troubled by nightmares.
What?
Ugh.
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Who told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, Señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April.
Oh, a prophecy? You
That's
don't
the reason
say.
we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
I don't think so, no.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Alright, let's leave. Ah, the art direction of this game is just great. See, now here's the... So we don't want to go to the Park Cafe, we want to go to the park. Alright. See, this is the biggest problem with this game, which is just knowing where to fucking go. So this goes to the cafe, this goes to the park, and this goes to the subway. I forget if this over here leads to something different. So we need to go to the park. Look at that dude with that mohawk! The 90s were something, man. Just go. Oh, did I not enable quick travel? I need to remember to do that next time. Okay. Let's go to the settings. Game settings. When checked, allows escape button to speed up time and skip animations. Warning, speeding up animation sequences may cause you to miss out on important events and information. Yeah, fuck that. I ain't dealing with that shit.
Nothing adds more to the tranquility of a city park than a huge rusty iron bridge.
God, this city is
This
so
guy's out
good.
here all day long, all year. He never stops painting. Ever. And I doubt he's ever finished even one painting.
If you really
I
had
can't
to
even begin to
press
guess what
me
that's
on
supposed
it,
to be.
I think the only adventure game post Myst that's as good as The Longest Journey, it might be Siberia. I would say I think Siberia is better.
It's the official Vava notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here.
Yeah, Siberia is better than The Longest Journey.
Bishop and Anne-Marie. He's a photography student. She's in my life study class. Nice couple. No, I've got too much to do right now.
Pick up the rubber glove. Where do I need to click to pick up the rubber glove? Ugh. There we go.
Why would somebody toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it. What a terrible, terrible waste.
I believe. Let's go to our studios. Ah.
Emma's really good with the holosculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous.
Right.
These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated. Some books on color, composition, and duck hunting? Those sketchbooks belong to some of the other students who share the space.
There we go. Let's be a artist. What are you drawing? Oh, it's your big booby friend.
Hiya.
Emma? Hi! I didn't expect to see you here today.
Me neither. Are you busy?
Nah. Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on?
I have an important message for you.
Yeah? From whom?
Believe it or not, girlfriend, but it's from Cortez.
Excuse me?
He said to tell you that he wants to meet you, these are his exact words, where children visualize their dreams.
Visualize dreams? What's that supposed to mean?
Me? I was hoping you would know.
Did he say anything else?
Nope, that was it. Why does he want to meet you? Oh, don't tell me. You guys are having a secret love affair.
Oh, yeah. We're eloping and flying to Africa tonight. It's all been happening so fast. My heart's aflutter.
How romantic. I couldn't imagine a better catch than
played
Senor
Mystery of the
Cortez,
Druids.
the Latin lover.
No, I have it downloaded.
Did he talk to you about nightmares?
I have it downloaded.
No. Why?
I don't know. It's just... my dreams are really starting to
That's
bother
gonna
me.
be the ultimate quest for the worst adventure
There you go
game.
again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just
that
dreams.
really is.
Sometimes
that's
a banana
really
is
good
just a
pick.
banana.
Cigar.
Cigar? What do you mean cigar?
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, not a banana.
Whatever. The point is,
Should I
you're
play
reading too
Limbo
much
of the
into
Lost?
your dreams. I'm sure they're
That's a great
perfectly
question.
logical.
Even a talking dragon? Is a talking dragon logical?
Archive.org is literally
Especially
the
a
only way to
talking
find that game these
dragon?
days, if I recall
You had
correctly.
a dream about a dragon? Okay, that's not logical. That's just silly. Still, this ought to be interesting. Go on.
Well, there was a dragon.
I think we established that already. You had a dream about a dragon.
Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yep, we've been
Right.
through that.
My
Talking
mic
dragon
is
covered.
quiet?
What did it say?
Okay, well, too late.
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What, you could tell from the skirt, high heels, and lipstick?
You two,
Don't
take
mock
care.
Me, Emma.
Feel free
she
to
said something
follow.
To me, something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously,
Cool,
I'll just
thank
stop
you.
telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if I wasn't so hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
I'll drop by after I clean up around here.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
Do you know what I really don't appreciate about The Longest Journey is that because it is an older game, for whatever reason, it keeps disabling Microsoft ClearType on one of my monitors where it runs, and I really don't appreciate that.
Who's there? Okay, that was not a dream, I think.
April's diary. Happy birthday to me, the big 1-8. Join us, right? Well, not... Oh, that's right. We have to follow the story by reading her diary. I'll do this at some point. I relate to this. Like, ah, God, I was supposed to write, but it's been 3 weeks. Boy, howdy, I relate to that. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, we'll do this at some point.
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition. I have no idea what it is, and neither, apparently, does she. But it looks absolutely beautiful.
Now let us go to the Fringe Cafe. There's gonna be a lot of scenes in this that take place here. Just go. Just fucking go, please. I believe we have everything on my checklist here. Yeah, we have the glove. We use the palette. Yep. All right. Cool. We're all good. We gotta talk to, like, Charlie. Girl.
Nice hair color. Nice hair color.
Okay. Go to the park. Don't need to go to the subway. Let's just go back to the hub by the bridge. I fucking hate this travel system.
Man, those guys are in trouble. Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
That guy's literally holding a gun against a skateboarder. Big. There we go. All right.
The Fringe Cafe, my home away from home. I really don't mind working there. It's a nice place. I mean, it ranks nice on a scale from
I might
begging
do
for
the
food
rubber
at
ducky
the
puzzle
bottom
early.
to just scraping by at the top. I do not intend to make a career of it.
I might do the rubber ducky puzzle early. We can wait until chapter 2 to do it, but I'm thinking I might do it earlier. Yeah, I might do it early, because the rubber ducky puzzle is something that needs to be seen to be believed. Let's go inside. We'll talk to Charlie. We have to use the timesheet to get some credits. There's Cortez. I'm pretty sure Charlie gets jack shit in Dreamfall as well.
Hi, Charlie.
April, nice to see you, girl. You know, I came to wake you this morning, but you had already left. Early bird catches the worm.
No, early bird finishes the damn painting on time. How's work going today?
Aside from the trouble with the plumbing, everything's been peaceful. Emma's here with Marcus and Isabel. Other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet morning. Everyone must be home out of the sun, yeah?
Or on holiday.
Perfect time for it, too. The city's just boiling in July, and it gets even hotter in August. You should have stayed out in the country until the autumn, girl.
I guess
It's
they have
cooler
global
out
warming
there,
in the
yeah?
future.
Yeah, the summers were cooler back home.
I remember my home. It got so hot sometimes. My father worked as a volunteer fireman, and sometimes he'd borrow the old truck from the garage. He'd fill it with spring water from the river up in the hills, and then he would hose me and my sisters down with ice-cold water. We'd laugh and scream and run around, and the funny thing is, his eyes would light up, and he'd be so proud of himself. He could be so good, and he could be so bad. On those days, I loved him so much.
Everybody literally just
They were the
spills
good
out their
days.
guts to you. In these first 2 chapters, like it's very silly, but boy, they kind of need to in this game.
You doing anything special tonight?
Working. I should really be at rehearsal, but I need the money. I'm going home for a week before school starts in September.
Right, you told me. Well, that's great. It's been years since your last trip home, right?
Yeah, right. You remember well, girl. 4 years. My father and I, well, we haven't been on good terms since I left.
I know how that feels.
Isn't it such a cliche, though? I don't look forward to seeing him again, but it will be nice to be back with the rest of the family, especially my sisters, you know, and my mom.
Have you seen Cortez around?
As a matter of fact, I have. And he was asking for you.
Do you know where he was going?
No, but he seemed interested in that poster next to the jukebox. They put it up earlier today.
He asked about me?
Yeah, where you were. He had a message for you. I told
Okay.
him to give it to Emma, that she would be more likely to bump into you.
I got it, but I have no idea what it means.
Cortez can be a little strange.
Do you have any idea where kids would be able to, visualize their dreams?
Maybe in therapy.
I don't think that's it, Charlie.
Then I don't know.
What poster did you say he was interested in?
I
The one right
desperately
next to the
want them to
jukebox.
make a remaster of this.
Thanks.
Anytime, April.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Charlie?
Why would I mind, girl?
What's your take on Cortez?
Why do you want to talk about Cortez? I don't know him that well. He's been around for as long as I can remember, but I really never talked to the man.
Do you think he's as crazy as some
Yep.
people say?
No, he's not crazy. Just a little eccentric. He doesn't give a donkey's ass what people think or say about him. And that's cool. I don't know. I have a feeling there's a lot more to Cortez than what he wants us to believe. That man has had an eventful life, I'm sure.
Anything else that comes to mind about Cortez?
What else? I don't know what to tell you, girl.
Okay, nope, we're done.
What was it about
Let's
me
get the
that
basic
made you want to be my
storytelling and
friend,
then move
Charlie?
on.
Everything, girl. You're a sweet peach.
I'm pretty sure this guy
No,
is
it's
not
true.
in.
I liked you from the very beginning. When you first came into the cafe with a suitcase in each hand, lost and bewildered.
God, thanks for reminding me. I was such a country bumpkin.
No, everyone who comes to Venice looks like that, girl. This is the village of the
Wait,
damned.
that's right. He's
Don't
in
you
the-
know?
He's in the bar, and that's right. He is in Dreamfall.
How long have you known Emma?
I
Like,
met
I'm
Emma
pretty sure he's
about a
not
year
in
ago
the
when she
third
started
game,
studying at
the
Vava.
Kickstarter games, though.
She moved into the room just opposite mine, and we became friends almost immediately. I like her a lot, and the two of you are the best friends I've ever had.
Thanks, Charlie. The same goes for me. Did you ever tell Emma that?
Yeah, I told her, and she jokes about it. That's just Emma. I know she appreciates me telling her, though.
Does Emma's behavior ever worry you?
She can seem a little out of control from time to time, but she's smarter than people give her credit for. I think she's able to take good care of herself. She's a brilliant artist. Her sculptures are inventive and beautiful.
I know. Sometimes I'm in awe. They just don't seem to match her personality.
She's a deep person, but she hides it well. She's more comfortable being a ditzy teenager than a professional artist. But around the two
How
of
we all
us,
doing?
sometimes she
Hey,
lets
chat.
the
Just
disguise
drop a comment. How we all doing?
I love her when she does that.
What's the weather like?
Do you like living in Venice?
You have a fun
I
weekend?
love Venice.
Did everyone
I've
in
been
chat
here
have a fun
3
weekend?
years now, and I haven't grown
If you're a
tired of it
YouTube
yet.
commenter, tell me
I
how
don't
your
know if I
weekend
ever will.
was.
Venice
What weather
is
is
like
it?
a college campus.
How did you
there
get
are
here?
so many young people here from all over the world. And the mix of nationalities and ideologies and ethnicities is refreshing and inspiring. The fact that we're also right in the middle of one of the great cities on Earth is just a bonus. Call Newport whatever you want, at least it's alive, and there's always something going on. Yeah, Venice is my kind of place, and I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. At least not as long as all my friends are living here.
What about you, Charlie?
What about me?
Yeah? When was the last time you talked about yourself?
I don't talk about myself, girl. You know that.
Still, I'd like to talk about you for a bit.
If you want, just in general, or is there anything in particular you want to know?
What's your biggest dream?
I'm just gonna click maybe one or two.
Dark stage, a packed auditorium, and a
I'm
single
literally
spotlight.
just gonna click
Dancing,
one or two.
girl, don't you know? I'm a good dancer, but I need to be among the best to make it out in the real world. So I'll keep studying and I'll keep working as a waiter to support my studies, just like you.
Are you happy working here at the cafe?
We make decent money, if that's what you mean. I don't want to be a bartender for the rest of my life, obviously. But yeah, I'm happy I have a job. And you work here too, so I get to hang out with my friend, right?
If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Hard work and lousy pay. The hours are flexible, and like you said, I get to hang out with you and my other friends. That's all I wanted to know, Charlie.
Okay.
Thanks, Charlie.
Wait, did I already click this?
I have to get going, Charlie.
Take care, all right? Remember, you're supposed to get paid today. Stan's not gonna remember unless you bug him about it.
Oh, right. There's the asshole who sexually harasses April, and then there's gonna be this dickhead who runs this bar. So we need to, like, take some of the candy.
I'm sure Stan won't notice if I dig gently into his supply. He's got crates of these in the back.
Yeah, I've got candy. I think we'll use it to, like, do something.
That's my, well, Emma's friend, really. Marcus. He's a Vava student as well.
So Marcus actually... Marcus is a character who's like a one-off in here, like he's just here in the background, and then he like becomes a pretty serious character in Dreamfall. But yeah, he's a complete piece of shit in Dreamfall. That's the bar, that's Emma, that's the guy we need to talk to get paid. So we need to inspect our diary, which we already did. We got our timesheet. Please pick up the timesheet. And we're going to give the timesheet to Stanley.
Here you are, my timesheet.
Don't say that word too loud, sweetheart. You're killing me. Let's see. What is this? Huh? No, 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 no. Did I sign this? What I thinking?
So?
At least it doesn't look like it's been forged. Thanks.
Thanks? Where's my money?
Oh, you ain't getting it now. Next week, honey. I write down this amount in my ledger. Don't you worry your head from it.
Forget that. No, fuck that. Give me my fucking money, you dick.
Forget that. I quit.
You're quitting? You can't quit. You work for me. Nobody quits this job, honey.
I can quit. And I'm quitting. I quit.
Damn, woman. You know how hard it is to find people to take a crappy job like this one? I need you.
Just as much as you need the money?
All right. Jesus, I give you your damn money.
I like how Jesus Christ
What was
exists
it,
in this
50
world.
bucks?
$375, Stanley, cash.
Oh, sure, cash. 300. Are you sure? I pay you guys way too much. All right, give me your CC.
The CC is your universal credit card.
Thank you, Stanley.
Fine, sure, whatever. Hey, just a minute. You free tonight? Wanna pull a shift? Sandra, she out sick and I need a replacement pronto. How about it?
Get if you have to, like...
Yeah, I need the money.
Great, hon. I'll see you here later. Don't forget.
Poster. Is this the poster?
Tom's Follies.
We have to look at the poster at the jukebox. That's right.
Roma Gallery presents Growing Pains, an exhibition by and for kids and teenagers. Could this be what Cortez was talking about? Where kids visualize their dreams? I think this may be it. Where's the Roma Gallery located? I never say no to a complimentary ticket.
Great. Alright, we got the ticket. Oh no, wait, we have to take the bread. Take the bread. Take the bread. Take bread. Take the bread. We need this for a puzzle. We need this for a puzzle. Now, while you're standing directly in front of her, talk to your friend.
Settle this one for us, April. When did Roindale release Sidetracked?
04, right after the Morning Star exile, those sons of bitches.
With blood on their boots. Yeah. Told you so, Marcus.
You said 03.
I was closer than you. 07, and you call yourself a fan.
I don't.
Did you speak with Zach today?
Why?
He was upset. Called you a stuck-up bitch.
He what? You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even that rude to him.
He thinks so. So that even if you came crawling to his door, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Said you called him an asshole.
Oh, God. I really don't know when to shut my mouth, do I?
Who cares? It's Zach. He hates you, so what? No great loss.
That's true.
So what else is going on? What are you doing this afternoon?
Actually, I came by to see if I could find Cortez.
What's with you and this guy? You'd rather spend time with him than us?
I have to find out what the message means.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything except what I already told you. Ask Charlie. He spoke with Cortez earlier.
What are you doing?
Staying here. What else? I'm meeting a friend later, but that's not until 9. We're waiting for Isabel and then we're gonna eat. But I guess you're not hungry.
No.
Figures. I don't know why I even bother asking.
Who's this friend?
All right, this is where the game
Don't
has
tell
like
me
branching
it's that
paths
guy you were
where
out with
like
last
we
night.
can either work here to make
Are
money.
you gonna tell me
or
I
be
shouldn't
with
get
our
involved with men like
friends.
him?
No, of course not. I'm not your... You don't need me to tell you that, Emma.
Well, I wish you would, 'cause you're right. I shouldn't, he's a bastard. But he's so cute and charming and, you know, very good in bed.
Oh,
I just
God.
can't help myself. But
Now, all of
he's not
these
a keeper,
different
don't
branching
worry about
paths
that. It's just
where,
this
oh,
thing,
you could
just a fling.
be with this person or that person. None of it actually matters.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Emma?
Like I don't tell you everything that's going on anyway? Of course you can ask me questions. Like, duh.
What's your, take on Cortez?
My take
none of
on
these
Cortez.
choices matter.
What's that, like a diplomatic way of saying what the F is this guy's glitch?
Sure, let's go with that one.
You know, I think Cortez is a barrel of laughs, in a good way. Everybody thinks they got him all figured out, you know? Like he's the resident weirdo. But I know that just ain't true. I've talked with Cortez, and the guy is brilliant. He's weird, yeah, and he's up in the clouds, and I think he believes in aliens, which is cool, but girl, he's smart. I mean, I'm not talking professor smart here. I'm talking real life, seen it all, been there, done that, smart. Useful smart. Experienced smart. And, ooh, I gotta tell you, the guy's cultured. Ask him about anything, art, music, movies, books. He's current on most topics, which scares me because it seems he's always just, I don't know, hanging around doing nothing. He rarely goes anywhere. And it's like he's waiting for something. Or someone.
Storytelling.
Yeah, maybe Jerry Garcia.
You're bad.
I want to
No, I
imagine
don't
that
think
this
he's a
world has
doper.
Jerry
I mean,
Garcia.
listen to
Like
the
that's the
guy.
weird
What he
thing where
says may
like this
sound a
world
little
breaks for me is when
out
it
there,
starts
but the
making
way he
weird
says it-
references
No,
to like
he's not
modern
on
life.
Amethyst, that's for sure. And one more thing, he is cute.
He's what?
Cute.
Emma, he's like 60.
Did you ever see his eyes? Those are not the eyes of an old man. And so what if he's 60? He's better looking than most of the guys I date and so much nicer.
Then I think you've been swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool for too long, Emma. I mean, come on, a 60-year-old screwball with a ponytail and an exotic accent? Hello?
Well, we'll see.
Did you speak with Charlie today?
Yeah, for a few minutes. Why?
Nothing. Just wondered is all.
April, did he say anything to you at all?
About what?
About... nothing. I mean, I don't know anything. Which isn't true because I don't lie, but he... Ugh, forget it. If we were having this conversation in a movie, I'd be going, like... Shit, girl, get your act together, open your eyes! But I don't think that's a good idea. Not in real life. Because real life has a nasty habit of hurting people's feelings.
Charlie really likes April, but he doesn't have the courage to tell her that he likes her.
Did you finish your sculpture for the exhibit?
Pretty much. I'm happy with it, and I know that if I go back and keep working on it, I'll just kill it. So I think I'll leave it alone. You?
You know what? Don't ask. I'm praying it'll finish itself one of these days.
Sure. Could happen. It could so happen. But I wouldn't count on it.
I'll have it ready in time.
Yes, you will, or I'll kick your ass so hard that you'll...
Okay, I got it. Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks for what? For talking to you? Girlfriend, what the hell is the matter with you? Snap out of it.
I gotta run.
See you around, stranger.
You come to pester me again, woman? I pay you. What do you want from me?
That's all.
Shoo.
Alright, so do we leave? No, we have to go back to the border house. Oh. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do the rubber ducky puzzle now. I'm gonna use the bathroom, and we're gonna do the rubber ducky puzzle. We don't need to do this in chapter 1, but it's one of the worst puzzles in adventure game history. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll come back. fucking rubber ducky puzzle. Holy shit. Oh, I hate this so goddamn much. Alright, so you don't need to do this in Chapter 1. But, you can do this in Chapter 2, but I'm gonna do it now because I fucking hate it so goddamn much. I just wish I could click once. Alright, so we need to go back to our room upstairs. Please, no Zach. Okay, go back inside. Use the window. Just look. Look out of the window. Okay, so there's a rubber ducky, right? So first thing we need to do, we need to use the bread on the rubber ducky. Okay, so we're going to use the bread on the rubber ducky. Okay, so now the bird will go onto the rubber ducky and then pop it. Oh, freed the rubber ducky. Cool.
Clank?
And now we need to pull the chain up and get the clothesline. Where do you want me to pull the...
I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
Pull the chain. Okay, we've got the clothesline. Now we need to go back to the Fringe Cafe. This fucking puzzle. Oh, this puzzle sucks.
I know that duck. Bon voyage, Ducky!
Just look at this. Okay, so now we've triggered the rubber ducky puzzle. We have to go back to the Fringe Cafe, if I recall correctly.
It's a rubber ducky. It looks disturbingly familiar. But how the heck did it get all the way over here?
This huge Death
Can
Star
you say
thing.
Death Star?
Okay, so now... we have to find the spot to pick it up. Oh boy. Now we need to inspect it in our inventory. Please, please, please. Please inspect in the inventory. And we need to get this Band-Aid. Take the Band-Aid. Now we can go to the subway and do the rest of this. It's great that we did this part because the hardest part to this puzzle is coming later. Let's check the gallery ticket. Let's read
It's
this.
the address. The gallery is located near the Watertown
The address.
Bridge.
The gallery is located
It's
near
all the way over in
Mhm.
West Venice, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to catch the Metro Line subway to get there.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the subway. Okay, subway, hooray. Okay. It's to the park. This is the East Venice subway station. We're gonna go down there. And we're gonna need to use this gene scanner.
The gates scan everybody who goes in and out of the station and compares their genetic signature with the database. If you haven't paid your fare, the alarm goes off and the cops show up. The gates scan everybody who goes in and out of the station and compares their genetic signature with the database. If you haven't paid your fare, the alarm goes off and the cops show up.
Okay. Right. Cash card. Boom. What do I use this card on? Red objective.
I'll get a weekly pass, just in case.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
If we pick the single-use pass, I know for a fact that it will. We'll have to use another. We'll have to use another one.
$15 subtracted from cash card. You are now free to travel on all Metro Line subways for exactly 1 week. And remember, genetic forgery is a federal crime. Keep your genes clean. Have a nice day.
Forget. Oh, right. We have to wait. It doesn't matter. It's just... No. Please stop. Okay. We do use the train on the right. We then click the map that's inside this thing. We just need to go to the Waterton Bridge. Luckily, it's the only location I can click.
Big sound from such a small box. Poor guy's drugged out on Amethyst. They say the first motor function to suffer is always rhythm. Another victim of Amethyst.
Ha 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 ha. Get it? The joke is that the artists are all addicted to drugs. Let's go to the gallery to the right.
Hello, sir. Sir? I'll just leave my ticket here then, shall I? Yes. Yes, I guess I'll do that. It's a short, nude creature with a snout. Very inspiring. It's a pointy-edged swan.
Oh, it's Nosferatu right here.
About time you showed up.
About time? I spent more than...
Mira, this painting. Right here. Look.
Why?
Just look at it.
Alright, I'll look at the painting. When something's highlighted in red, that means you have to click it. It's weird that the game warns you about that stuff.
Who's the artist?
A boy named Warren Hughes. Not so long ago, I knew him and his family quite well, but he does not paint anymore.
What am I looking for?
What do you see?
Oh god, I love this. Okay, so which of these choices is the most artsy thing to do? I'm gonna click a statement of loss.
I see a statement on loss. The guy, he's hugging a girl, and by all rights, he should be happy, but he's not. He's probably already mourning the loss of her, even though that's still somewhere in his future.
Statements? Who cares about statements? Tell me what you see.
He doesn't want to... He wants you to just say,
I see art.
Art, yes. And beyond that. Beyond art.
Illusion.
Skill and imagination allow the artist to create an illusion, but that is only skin deep. Beneath the illusion, what else is there?
Truth?
Truth. Exactly. A deeper truth.
Hey guys, let's all become
This
art
painting,
critics.
This particular work of art speaks a deeper truth. It has a soul.
How can a painting have a soul?
It has a soul because it has an identity. It has a heart. The memory of this painting will survive beyond this moment. It will linger in your mind, become part of the tapestry of your subconscious. It has made a lasting impression on you. And you're not quite sure why.
It's just a painting by some kid. It's not as if it's a Picasso or a Monet.
Uh-huh.
Now you're arguing technique. Not every painting by Van Gogh or Michelangelo is real art either, although they all demonstrate great technique and craftsmanship. And the scribbled drawings of a 5-year-old child are rarely technically impressive, but they may still have a soul. They may still be real art.
So you're saying real art is not defined by the skill of the artist?
Sure.
Then what is art? If just anybody can create something more real than artists who've spent their entire lives developing their skills?
Art is still the work of artists, and skill, craftsmanship, technique, those things are critical to the success of an artist's work. But alone, those things are merely pretense. For something to be real, to be truthful, the artist must shift part of him or herself into the work, to transcend the illusion and reach for the truth of art.
And what is the truth of art?
Who knows? I've been asking myself that question for years.
Excuse me? You don't even know? Then what's all this about all the questions and lectures on truth and illusion? For that matter, why did you ask me to come down here in the first place?
Because...
Actually, you didn't even ask me to come down. I spent my entire afternoon traveling all over Venice, deciphering a cryptic message, spending money I don't have on a subway ticket, only to have to stand here and listen to...
You saw something this afternoon. A waking dream, and you can't explain it. That's why you are here, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
How the hell do you know these things?
It's as plain as the day, Senorita Ryan. You're under a lot of stress. My point about art and truth is this, April. Some things look real, but are not. And other things may appear to be of no consequence at all, but are in fact invaluable. Like Warren's painting here. And your dreams. There is both truth and illusion in dreams, and in the images they create. The problem is in sorting the one from the other.
You're telling me my dreams are true?
I'm telling you there are things afoot, and that you need help in sorting the truth from the illusions. My help.
Well, that figures.
Good. I was hoping you'd understand.
No, actually, I didn't understand a single word. You talk about art and truth and dreams and illusions, and I still don't understand what it all has to do with me. There are things happening, yes, and I came here because I thought maybe you're crazy enough to believe me, to help me. I don't know, sort through the debris and come up with a plausible explanation. But no, you tell me my dreams might be true, that I need your help, and that there are things afoot. I mean, who says afoot? I've never heard anybody use the word before. There are things afoot.
Está bien. I understand your reluctance to believe me, señorita. But I cannot convince you here, now. Meet me tomorrow.
What?
Meet me tomorrow, and I will tell you everything.
Not again, no way.
But you will. Because you are compelled to do so by your own curiosity. Because you are drawn to mystery. And because despite your skepticism, you believe I have the answer to all your questions, yes?
No. No, I don't care. I just want to have a normal life. No nightmares, no visions, no strangers telling me that things are afoot. Comprende, amigo?
Ay, Dios mío. Is that the time? I've got to run, señorita Ryan. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
I said...
Goodbye.
Sweet. Q. I could read the diary article, but I think we'll save that for another day.
There's absolutely nothing out there. Nothing.
Anything to see here? No, it's just this painting again. Sweet. Oh, man. I really like the textures. Alright, so we agreed to do the job, even though we probably shouldn't have. I mean, I think the other option is you just watch television. But as a kid, I was always like, yeah, I need April Ryan needs the money. In the future, I will probably be doing more than one. Do I want to do chapter 3 is fucking long, guys. Chapter 3 is fucking long. 3 is long, because if I do Chapter 3 and 4 separately... Once you go to the fantasy world, the puzzles get much more, let's say complicated? Let's go with complicated. Chapter 2. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm gonna... Let's go to the cafe.
I'm all scrubbed and ready to work, sir.
You'll be on the floor tonight, honey. Start taking orders.
We can do the actual rubber ducky puzzle next time. Quest for the worst adventure game. What? Man, these cutscenes have not stood the test of time.
I've got to find Cortez and get him to explain what the hell's going on. Insane or not, he's the only person I can talk to about this.
Alright. You know what? I've got some time. Let's read April's diary. Alright. So I finally snapped and gone off. Oh, no, wait. Let's read everything from April's. Let's get the story. April 14th, 2209, a Friday. Happy birthday to me, the big 1-8. Joyous, right? Well, not to sound like a complete spoil sport, but 18 feels kind of like 17, only I can buy a gun and pilot a hovercraft. I kind of figured that the number 18 would cast light into the deep, dark chasm of my soul and reveal some grand truth about the universe, like the meaning of life, or at least some explanation as to why all guys are complete idiots. But no, nothing. I'm the same person today that I was yesterday. No different. Same old boring April, stuck in the same old boring life, which of course does make me realize something important. I just have to get out of here soon. I have to leave. There's nothing here for me, no future, and a past I'd prefer to forget. And I know where I want to go, the Venice Academy for the Visual Arts in Newport. God knows if they'll accept me into their fall program, but I have to try. Sarah went out there last year, and she's agreed to let me stay at her place for a short while until I can get a job and an apartment. Writing about leaving is both scary and exciting. It's scary because I've never really been on my own before, and I've never been to Newport, and of course I'm scared that good old Daddy will find out and force me to stay. Not that he can, but he will certainly try. On the other hand, it's really exciting too. I can't imagine anything that beats starting my own life in a place like Venice. From what I've seen and heard, it looks great. There are lots of little calves and crisscrossing canal. Oh, crafts? What is this? What word is this? It's C-A-F, calves. And crisscrossing canals like in the real Venice in Italy. And most of the people who live there are young and creative and not afraid to look or sound or be different. What the fuck is this sentence? And most of the people who live there are young and creative. and not afraid to look or sound or be different. All right, whatever. I mean, this was made by Norwegians. We have to be tolerant of the Norwegians. The Nords, which will make a nice change from this place. April 22nd. Today I called the academy and asked them about their admission requirements, and they told me to bring some of my work in quote, when you arrive. They don't really have any specific requirements, only that you're talented and dedicated and hardworking. The lady I spoke to sounded nice, but she didn't make any promises. She told me there are a lot of applicants and only a limited amount of spaces. I know my work's good, even though I haven't had much training, and I'm definitely dedicated and hardworking. So why am I still nervous? I'm sorry, May 1st. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with events in this diary, but with my exams and everything else going on right now, right before graduation, I haven't had the time. I know, bad excuse. I'll just have to take time out to, and I'll definitely keep my diary up to date from now. May 25th. Arg! 3 weeks of complete silence. I look back at my previous diaries, and I wonder, where the hell did I find the time to write so much so often? Oh well, I'll try to remember what's been going on these past few weeks. I passed all my exams with straight A's, of course. What is this, like, weird J symbol? Is that her exclamation mark? And tomorrow morning I'm leaving home. Yes, I'm making the leap into the great unknown, and I'm never coming back here. I withdrew all my money from the bank, $2,190, and I packed a suitcase and a bag with my clothes and work supplies and books and anything else I can't do without. Unfortunately, I have to leave so much. My old toys, some of my bigger canvases, my screen, and it's not like I can have Mom ship them or anything. I'm leaving a letter for my family, but I'm not telling them where I'm going. 18 years under constant scrutiny is enough. I really don't want to carry any of that crap with me into my new life. So April basically leaves without telling her parents, and that's why she doesn't want to go back. Strangely enough, when I was packing this morning, I suddenly remembered something I'd forgotten a long time ago. When I was a kid, I kept all my drawings in a box under the floorboard so my dad wouldn't find them and berate me for wasting my time. The box was right where I put it, more than 6 years ago. I didn't feel like looking at any of the drawings right away, so I wrapped the box up and stuck it in my bag. I'll open it when I get to Venice. I don't think this is the right time for nostalgic reminiscence about my childhood, but I'm glad I remembered to pack the box, so tonight's the night. I'm sneaking out of here at 4 a.m. to catch the train to Greenvale, and from there on to the big city itself, Newport. At dinner tonight, I'll see Mom, Dad, Daniel, and Owen for the last time in a long time. I don't really care if I ever see Dad again, but I feel sorry for Mom. She doesn't seem to care much for me, but I know she'll miss me, and I know she'll feel very guilty for turning a blind eye to the way he treated me throughout all of those years. As for Danny and Owen, I don't really know. Danny's an asshole. He could theoretically improve, though I doubt he wants to. As for Owen, he's still a kid. He might turn out okay, but as long as Dad's in control, I'm not too optimistic. So that's the thing, is like, this is a fantasy book. It's like, oh, I don't like my parents because I'm a teenager. My parents are controlling me too much. I'm going to run away. I'm going to the pond tonight to say goodbye. I haven't been there in a long while, not since that crazy day. Well, I have to see it one last time, or I'll never get it out of my head. As for my friends, I don't really want to say anything. I'll mail them when I get to Newport, to Venice. So this is the last entry. I write in this house, in this room, in some strange way I can't really understand. I'll miss it. Not much, but I did grow up here. I did spend 18 years, oh my God, in this place, and that's not soon forgotten or ignored. God, I hate this font. I don't want to feel bad for what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I do feel bad a little, but more than anything, I'm excited about what tomorrow will bring. I think, yeah, I believe I might actually be happy. Imagine that. Friday, July 28th. 22:09. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I had last night. Like, enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping, you know, the important things in life. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition opens in less than 2 weeks. My painting, and I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a black canvas, and while that may fool some people, like in Warhol, what an expressive statement of nothingness. It won't fool my teachers, so today I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio and just hope that the inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. Okay, so I'm like on my way to school. I'm half asleep. I'm hot. The weather's been unbearable these past few days, to say the least, and I just want to get to the studio as soon as possible. And then this guy Cortez, who's been sitting outside the house like he does every single day, calls me over. Fine, okay, I got nothing against the guy, personally. I make small talk about the weather, just trying to get it over with, and then how would he know that I've been having nightmares unless Emma or Charlie or Fiona told him, and I know they wouldn't have. How could he know? And I know he's nuts, but to think that I have some kind of destiny, the guy's been doing too many raptures or whatever they popped back when he was double digits. What? Oh, it's like he's ranked when he was a 10 out of 10. Okay. It's Friday afternoon, and I actually got some work done on my painting this morning. What a shocker, right? What triggered this avalanche? Okay, it was more like a light drizzle, to be honest, of creativity. The cup of cocoa I had last night, the weather, my pent-up sexual desires, my dreams. Sure, a nightmare about a talking tree. Wait, no, a wood spirit, a female dragon, and a what? Chaos vortex? That's sure to release some kind of creative juices, right? Okay, so I work on my painting for a few hours, and then Emma drops by and drops a bomb on me. This person, Cortez, he wants to meet me. And not only that, he doesn't just come out and say where he wants to meet me. No, he gives Emma a riddle for me to solve, where kids visualize their dreams. Oh boy, this guy is nuts. He can just wait where kids visualize their dream for the rest of the summer, as far as I'm concerned. So I finally snapped and gone off the deep end. I just knew my nightmares would fry my brain cells eventually, but I never imagined I'd start seeing things. But there it was, as clear as day. And I'm thinking, should I go get myself committed now or after dinner? Because April Girl, I gotta tell you, what you saw today is not exactly the product of a healthy mind. Hollow sculptures don't just come to life without there being drugs or plain old looniness involved. But then again, if I am insane, why aren't I seeing fluffy pink rabbits right now? And how come nobody has noticed anything weird about me? I think maybe, and I hate to say this, I think maybe I gotta talk to this Cortez guy after all, because he did say something about my nightmares coming to life. Okay, now I know I'm going crazy. Last one. Just a tiny little reminder here, April Ryan. You're working tonight. Don't forget, big remember sign. Stan will kick your butt if you don't show up on time. So there, apparently Sandra, that swell little girl I love so very, very much, she's out sick again. Like, cut back on those raptures already, or not. I don't mind getting her paycheck. It turns out that where the kids visualize their dreams is an exhibition called Growing Pains at the Roma Gallery. That's down by the Waterton Bridge in West Venice. Too far to walk. I have to take the subway. It's an exhibition of work by inner city kids, and I guess the theme is dreams, which by some strange twist of fate is what everything's about today. So the Roma Gallery it is. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. Senor Cortez is just a little too creepy for comforts, but I'm in desperate need of some answers. So it's bye-bye to choice. Hello, destiny. God, Jesus. Still Friday. This is a busy day for Dear Diary. A busy and weird day after late afternoon. Cortez is, how shall I put this nicely, completely and totally out there. I mean, he goes on and on about the truth of art, and then it turns out that that's not the reason he wants to talk to me. But does he tell me why it's so urgent we see each other? No, he says that'll have to wait until tomorrow. Right, yeah, as if. There's something strange going on. I know that. And it's obvious that it isn't just me losing touch with reality. Why would Cortez be involved if that's the case? So what the hell is happening? And does Cortez actually have some answers? I so don't want to hook up with that guy again. He freaks me out big time. But I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking, do I have a choice? Do I? Okay, last one. In a few hundred years, when my great-grandchildren rummage through the attic and find this book, they're probably going to have a ball. I'm not even sure if I want to write about what happened last night, because chances are I will never forget, ever, and future generations will likely be better off not knowing. But I'm sure now that, whatever's going on, it's not just in my head. It's in everybody's head. Last night was proof positive of that, which begs the question... The things, that's not how you use the term begs the question. The things I've seen, my dreams, what's real and what's not. I'm afraid the only person who might be able to answer that question is Cortez. How's that for irony? That in order to prove to myself that I'm not going mad, I have to talk to the one person I'm sure is totally insane. What a great way to start the weekend. Save the game. Click that. I forget. How many... They give you a lot of pages to save games. Okay, we'll just hit cancel. All right. So, can you... Oh, really? Right. So, because this is a Windows 98 thing, you see this box here? Right. So, some parts of this game, because of modern Windows operating, I have to see if, like, compatibility mode will fix this, but the only reliable way I can exit this game is using Control-Alt-Delete, which is super not cool. Oh no, you guys are gonna see all my stuff. Oh god, look at all of these future plans that I have for my streams. Oh no, you saw that I run PCSX. Oh dear god, please don't look. Oh no, you saw the executable that is this. Oh no, it's Mystery of the Druids. Is ZP actually gonna play Mystery of the Druids? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I'll see if I can run some sort of compatibility mode. Yeah, actually, it does look like my audio is a little low. Oh well, I'll fix that for the next stream. Anyways, so that's the prologue and chapter 1. I'll generally speaking do like 2 chapters, so next time we'll do chapter 2 and 3. Then maybe 4 and 5. Chapter 6 is short. That's where you're on the boat. I have a funny story about Chapter 6, but... this, I think I'm going to like this, even though I'm already starting to get annoyed with the amount of talking. They don't make adventure games like this anymore. When I was a kid, this was cool. I think I've just gotten older. Anyways, that's 2 hours. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I don't think anyone's... Can I raid anyone? Are any of you doing anything? Nope. None of you are doing anything. I'm really tired and I'm hungry and I need to call my family. So I'm going to stop the stream even though I wish I could continue. I just don't have the Bye. Maybe we'll have guests on next time.